I'm Julia from Sensio Labs Germany, and today I'll introduce you to our new tool called Deptrac. Deptrac allows you to define relations between your classes and enforces a rule set in order to keep your code clean. To explain Deptrac, we will run it against an example. You can find the example in the example directory on GitHub. It contains 3 classes: a controller, a repository, and a service. As you can see, the classes are pretty simple. To get Deptrac, you can download the file from get.senslabs.de. Let's use Deptrac on the example. To run Deptrac, simply execute the file without any arguments. Deptrac needs a configuration file to run, the dep file YAML. If we don't want to define it ourselves, Deptrac will help us create an initial file by running Deptrac init. Let's take a look at the dep file. Under paths, we define an array of source paths. In our case, we just have source paths. Exclude files describe files that will be ignored by Deptrac. Layers define software layers. We have 3 different layers: controller, services, and repositories. Deptrac will assign each class a layer by the given class name. The class name is used because of the class name collector. The rule set describes relations between your layers. Let's take a detailed look into rules later. Let's run Deptrac. If you have Gravis installed, Deptrac will dump an image. You can see our layer previously defined in the dep file and how they are connected. You surely recognize that the relations from controller to services and from services to repositories are black, where the relation from repositories to controllers is red. To explain why the relations have different colors, we have to understand how the rule set works. In the rule set, we can define on which layer another layer can depend on. As you can see, controllers are allowed to depend on services. Services can depend on repositories, and repositories are not allowed to depend on any other layer. Therefore, red relations are layers that depend on another layer which are not permitted by the rule set. Black relations are permitted relations. For example, a controller can depend on a service. The easiest way to fix this violation is just allowing it. Of course, it doesn't make any sense that a repository will use a controller. Deptrac's output shows us the details of the violation. As we can see, we have to take a look at the repository on line 5. Thanks to Deptrac, we found this violation and now it's easy to fix it. Now we have a much cleaner architecture and Deptrac keeps track of our layers. There's much more to discover. Feel free to take a look into the documentation. Thanks for watching.